Hello there. Welcome to my class. I am Miss Winkle. Throughout the class, you will meet several of my students. Each one of them has their own amazing daydreams. Now, whenever you see the cursor appear on the screen, click on any object you wish, and it will surprise you. And if you wish to stop the game at any time, just press the space bar. To start the game, click on the play button. To exit the game right now, click on the quit button. And if you need more information, simply click on the help button. Oh, and one more thing. At the end of each daydream, I will have some questions for you. So pay attention and have fun. I'll see you in class. Good morning, class. I'm pleased to see some new faces this morning. Tim, Leon, and Lisa are all new students, and I hope you will make them all feel welcome here. I wonder if you would like to tell us a little bit about yourselves. Let's start with Tim. Tim, what kind of things do you like?
Well, I'm Tim, and what I like most is reading stories about the sea. I think fish and sea animals are really interesting. I have an aquarium at home.
Well, Tim, maybe you can help out during our first class a little later. It's all about life in the ocean. How about you, Leon? What are you interested in?
Hi, my name is Leon, and I like adventure stories, especially stories about heroes fighting monsters and dragons and stuff. My friends and I get together and act them out. It's fun.
That sounds wonderful, Leon. We'll be talking about medieval England later today. You should find that very interesting. All right, Lisa, what can you tell us about yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name's Lisa, like Ms. Winkle said, and I just love making costumes and dressing up. I've made a ballerina costume and even an astronaut costume. Well, my mother helps me with the sewing, but I do most of the work. But my favorite costume is my witch costume.
Thank you all. You described your interests very well. Class, before we start, I would like to remind you all about our Halloween costume party. Jack-o'-lanterns are a traditional part of the Halloween celebration, you know. People used to believe that the light in the jack-o'-lantern frightened away witches and evil spirits. They also used to use potatoes and turnips back in the days when you couldn't get pumpkins easily.
Isn't that also the reason people started wearing Halloween costumes, Ms. Winkle?
That's right, Lisa. Halloween was a very important holiday long ago when people believed in magic. Of course, a lot of what people thought was magic was really science. And there were also people called alchemists. They tried to do strange things like turn lead into gold or create little people in bottles. But they were really the first scientists. And witches knew a lot about plants that could be used as medicine.
That's what I'm going to be for the party, Miss Winkle. A witch.
What did witches know about that made good medicine? Different kinds of plants.
You can always tell when Lisa's bragging about herself. She yawns a little and her bow flutters. Hey, Winston, did you see Captain Power Blaster yesterday?
No, I had to do my homework, but my dad taped it for me so I could watch it tonight.
Too bad. It was great. See, Captain Power Blaster had to save the planet Urgax from the worm people.
Hey, don't tell me! I want to watch it tonight!
Oh, but it's great.
Can't hear you!
Captain Power Blaster has to use the Alpha Matrix to...
Why did the vampire ask the witch for a date? She was his ghoul friend.
Do you know why they wouldn't let the fish sing in a rock band? Because he couldn't carry a tuna.
Magic tricks. And now I'll cast one just for kicks. Bologna, macaroni, pesto spumoni.
Why, hello. My name is Mr. Green, but you may call me Mr. Yellow, or Mr. Brown, or Mr. Red, or whatever you wish.
Bologna, macaroni, pesto spumoni. I'm a witch and I can switch from big and tall to very small. I can be a bumblebee while my broom cleans my floor.
Too tiny, too tiny.
Bologna, macaroni, pesto spumoni. Or become a pig that's rather big.
Rather too big. Too big, if you ask me. What else can you do?
I can turn a cat into a dog. Now watch carefully at my magic power.
Crystal ball. Show me who's the president in the year 2000. Impossible. Impossible. the president in the year 2000? Impossible. Impossible.
She plays around with several of the instruments, making one of the beakers change color and create bubbles.
Oh, this is my lab of secret spells. It makes fire, smoke, and terrible smells. See these beakers, pots, and kettles made of glass and colored metals? I'll make them hiss and bubble and cause the world a lot of trouble. I can make some gold from lead. I can create a big windstorm just by blowing once. Or I can change a glass of water into a sea.
What do you plan to do with us today?
I think that today, if I can, I'll turn one of you into a little man. Baloney, macaroni, pesto, spumoni. the bottle so that he can become a test tube, little baby. And then I can't think of the spell now. What is the single rhyme for bottle?
Finally, it's successful now. We will have a delicious dinner tonight.
Lisa, my goodness, have you been daydreaming all this time?
No, ma'am.
I could have sworn I heard you talking to yourself. Something about mice and men in bottles. At any rate, I was telling the class some more about Halloween. Since you're so excited about being a witch for the party, maybe you can help me out. Can you tell us what a witch's weakness is?
Well, they're not very good at poetry.
What did witches know about that made good medicine? Different kinds of plants.
Hey, do you know why they called them the Dark Ages? Because there were so many nights.
Hey, how much allowance do you think kids get around here?
I don't know. Let's ask the others about it at recess.
Did you hear about the knight who opened a steakhouse? His name was Sirloin of Beef.
Class, today's lesson will be on life in the sea. There are many different kinds of fishes and other animals living in the world's oceans. Some live in warm tropical waters, and others live in cold water deep beneath the ocean's surface. Who can tell me why that is?
Ms. Winkle? Is it because different kinds of fishes need different environments to live in?
That's quite right, Tim. Some, because of the way their bodies are made, can only live at certain depths. If they swim too far up or down, the change in the water pressure might kill them. Now, who can tell me what happens to the fish when they die?
Do they get buried?
Well, not really. When a sea animal dies, it slowly sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Its body is usually eaten by other fishes and smaller animals in the lower depths. Some of the dead fish at the bottom may also break down into chemicals. These chemicals spread throughout the water and provide food for plants. The plants, in turn, become food for fishes and larger animals. This process is called the food chain. It goes on and on like a big circle. Now, Who can name some different kinds of ocean life for me?
Angelfish, pufferfish, turtle, and seahorses.
Look, the mother seahorse is having babies.
Well, it is having babies, but not a mother seahorse. It's a father. The mother laid her eggs in a special pouch on his body. When the babies hatch, they come right out of the pouch, just like you see on the screen.
I can name some more fishes, Ms. Winkle.
Okay, Lisa.
Dolphins, whales, and mermaids.
Very good, Lisa. But dolphins and whales aren't actually fishes, even though they may look like them. They are mammals. They can't breathe underwater, just as we can't. And as everyone knows, there are no such thing as mermaids.
I wish I were underwater. I'd be a skin diver.
Hello.
Do all fishes live in salt water? No.
Why didn't the Crab Brothers want to share their toys with each other? They were two shellfish.
I think Ms. Winkle is wonderful, don't you?
She's okay.
Okay. She's so smart and so nice and dresses so well. I want to be just like her when I grow up, and maybe even a teacher too. I could teach. Are you listening to me?
Ms. Winkle sort of looks like a fish herself. Kind of like a crested gourami.
Hey, nerd face. I'm telling Ms. Winkle you're calling her names.
Did you hear about the knight who opened a steakhouse? His name was Sirloin of Beef.
Are you ready for me to drop the anchor?
Yes. This is the spot where the great boar thistle treasure is supposed to have sunken 50 years ago. Wish me luck, Captain.
Good luck to ye, matey. May you come back safely.
Hello, dolphin. Hello, pufferfish.
Hello, Tim. What are you doing down here?
I'm looking for the boar thistle treasure. Have you seen it?
Nope. How about you, Pufferfish?
I know where it is. I know exactly where it is.
What a show-off he is. Look at him blowing himself up. That's what he does to scare off bigger fishes when they want to eat him.
But I do know where the treasure is. Follow me, Tim.
Yuck! The pollution guy. I think you need a smoke check.
Take care of your teeth.
Tim, Pufferfish, and Dolphin search in all the wrong places for the treasure.
I know it's around here somewhere.
I thought you knew where it was.
I do. Just give me a minute.
I certainly hope we can find it soon.
Hello. Are you boys looking for the boar thistle treasure?
Pay no attention to her, Tim. She's just a silly mermaid.
I'm not a silly mermaid, and I can see what's right under my nose, even if you can't. Oh,
You are walking the wrong way.
All of them are mine. I found them.
The treasure!
Tim, are you daydreaming again?
No, ma'am.
I could have sworn I heard you say something about a mermaid. Didn't I say a moment ago that there are no such things as mermaids?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hey, Winston, did you see Captain Power Blaster yesterday?
No, I had to do my homework, but my dad taped it for me so I could watch it tonight.
Too bad. It was great. See, Captain Power Blaster had to save the planet Urgax from the worm people.
Hey, don't tell me! I want to watch it tonight!
Oh, but it's great.
Can't hear you!
Captain
La,
Power
la,
Blaster
la,
has to
la,
use the
la,
Alpha
la,
Matrix to...
la.
I think Ms. Winkle is wonderful, don't you?
She's okay.
Okay. She's so smart and so nice and dresses so well. I want to be just like her when I grow up. And maybe even a teacher, too. I could teach. Are you listening to me?
Today, we will also talk about the medieval England, the period they sometimes called the Dark Ages. This period lasted until the Renaissance began. There are many great stories of magic and fantasy told about this time, about knights in shining armor, evil wizards, and dragons.
Ms. Winkle, what's this thing on the screen?
That's called a coat of arms, Lisa.
It doesn't look like a coat.
Not that kind of a coat, Lisa. It's a kind of symbol that knights and noble families used to identify themselves so that one knight would know if another was a friend or an enemy. Each family had a different coat of arms. Some people today, from very old families, still have coats of arms.
It's real nice, but it doesn't look like it would be much good against a dragon.
Well, of course, knights had more than coats of arms. They had great swords and suits of armor so heavy that they sometimes needed a machine, something like a small crane, to lift them onto their horses.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. How did somebody become a knight?
It was a lot of work, Tim. It took many years of work and study to become a knight. If a boy was selected to train for knighthood, he would be sent to live with a knight and learn from him. He was called a page, and when he got older, he was called a squire. If he did his work well, he would one day become a knight himself. The king would touch his shoulder with a sword, and the king would say, "I dub thee Sir Leon," or whatever the man's name was.
Oh, so a sword could be more than just a weapon.
Yes, a sword could be a very powerful symbol of authority. Sometimes a hero's sword was as famous as the hero himself.
Like Excalibur?
Very good, Lisa. Excalibur, of course, was King Arthur's sword, and it was as much a symbol of his power as his crown.
But the knights still did a lot of fighting, right?
Oh, yes, they still fought their battles.
That's cool. I wish I were a knight, but I would go challenge a dragon to fight.
Well, that wouldn't be very likely to happen. As we all know, dragons are just fantasies. There never were any real dragons.
Where is the pizza? Well, it's about time. Ah!
What do you call a knight's apprentice? A squire.
Why didn't the Crab Brothers want to share their toys with each other? They were two shellfish.
You can always tell when Lisa's bragging about herself. She yawns a little and her bow flutters. You know, my dog is so smart that he fetches our newspaper in every morning. Trouble is, he fetches in all our neighbors' newspapers, too.
Did you hear about the knight who opened a steakhouse? His name was Sirloin of Beef.
Fear not, Princess. I'll rescue you from this foul dragon.
Who are you calling foul, may I ask?
Prepare for battle, evil beast. I'll run you through, and then I'll feast with no ado on dragon stew.
You like to rhyme? Well, I don't have time. I'll cook you and eat you with parsley and thyme. If I were you, I'd call my squire, 'cause you're about to taste my fire. I'll get you, I'll cook you, I'll have you for dinner.
I won't be your dinner, 'cause I'll be the winner. I'll slice you and dice you and flay you. To make it short, I plan to slay you.
He's kind of cute for a knight, but I do hope he gets around to rescuing me soon.
Sir Leon and the dragon start to fight. During the battle, the dragon gets closer and closer to the edge of the cliff.
Ho! Ha! Have it, varlet! It's no use. I'm wearing boots.
Be brave. I'm sure our helmet is fireproof.
Sir Leon has maneuvered the dragon to the edge of the cliff and deflects a blast of fire with his sword.
You will be free, my princess.
Thank you, my hero.
Tell me, who did this foul deed?
My uncle, the treacherous Duke of Archon. He and his men took my father's kingdom by force. They imprisoned my father in that castle and left me chained here to be devoured by the evil dragon. I mean, it was really a drag.
Beautiful princess. Do you remember who I am?
No, I'm sorry. I don't remember who you are.
I'm Prince Charlie.
Oh, no!
Never fear, Princess. I, Sir Leon, swear by my family's coat of arms.
Looks more like a suit of armor to me.
Not that kind of coat. As I was saying, I swear to be your noble father and return you to your throne.
Well, you'd better hurry. Looks like we have company.
Oh no, the horrible dragon is coming back.
Leon, whatever are you talking about? Did you just call me a dragon?
No, ma'am.
I sincerely hope not, because it would be very rude. I just asked if you could tell us what a knight's apprentice was called. Are you sure you weren't daydreaming?
If I were you, I'd call my squire a squire.
Very good, Leon. It looks like you learned something somewhere.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, class. I'm pleased to see some new faces this morning. Tim, Leon, and Lisa are all new students, and I hope you will make them all feel welcome here. I wonder if you would like to tell us a little bit about yourselves. Let's start with Tim. Tim. Lisa, my goodness. Here are some helpful hints and shortcut tips that may be useful to you. If you click on this Lisa button, you will skip from wherever you are to the beginning of Lisa the Witch section. Similarly, this Tim button will bring you to the beginning of Tim the Diver section. And likewise, this Leon button will bring you to the beginning of Leon the Knight animation. Now, if you click on the right side of the book, it will bring you to the next page. While clicking on the left side of the book, you will go to the previous page. These buttons work similar to those on a VCR. Why don't you try them out and see what happens? Well, that's it for the help section. Hope you enjoy the game. See you next time. Bye.